Hello students, I am Dr. Surendra Kumar Gautam, again here with a new topic, that is Basic Morphology of Plants Part 1, where we will discuss about the morphology of root. Now we will start with very basic question, that is, what is a plant? Although this may seem like an easy answer, a plant may be defined differently depending on group of the people. An elementary school teacher may describe a plant as a living green thing, and a high school teacher may narrow this definition, and a plant scientist may have a technical understanding of a plant. All these definitions serve a purpose, and the definition needs to be modified depending on the audience. So basically, plants are living green things, which means they may carry out a process called photosynthesis. There are many green photosynthetic organisms, but some of these, such as bacteria, are not plants. Algae, they are the group of organisms that may be considered plant by some teachers but would be called protist by scientists. This distinction is probably not important to school children. The important message is that these organisms use the sun to make their own food, which is called photosynthesis. In contrast, a group such as fungi, although plant-like, but do not make their own food and should not be considered as a plant. So, finally, we can define like that an organism that is not an animal, especially an organism capable of photosynthesis process, and typically a small or herbaceous organism of this kind rather than tree. You can see the different parts of a plant, which is also shown into the diagram. The plant body can be divided into three main parts: roots, stems and leaves. Botanist refers to the latter two as a shoots, means stem and leaves considered in the shoot. Okay. Some plants resemble roots, that is having stem and but it look like as a root. So these are an example, that is the ginger plant. Okay. And the some plant having stems which resemble like leaves, so that is found into the prickly pear cactus plant. So you can see in the diagram. Okay. As we seen in the previous slides, plants have three major parts: roots, stem and leaves, where stem and leaves are considered as a shoot. But there are some other defining characteristics are found into the plant structure on the basis of their functions. So we will see, and you have also follow with this diagram. So first of all, we will see the roots. So roots have very specific functions like absorption of water and minerals, anchorage of plant to the soil, which is usually found in underground. Second one is the stems. It helps to support of leaves, flowers and fruits, and transportation of water minerals from roots to leaves, which is found above and below ground of the whole plant. Another is leaves, which is basically the site of photosynthesis or food making. It is usually found above ground part of the plants. Flowers. So flowers are basically reproductive organs. It attracts animals and provide nectar while completing the needed process of pollination, which helps to the reproduction process. Now the fruits are the storage part of the plant, which also protect and disperse the seeds inside. At the last, there is another part which is called seeds. These are the smallest body of the plant, which having capacity to germinate a new young plants, and that continues the life cycle of the whole plant. As I told you in the start of the slide, we will discuss here the morphology of root. So, we will start with the question, what are roots? So, roots serve as the most fundamental organ to health of most plants. The root, which is having another name radicle, when the germinated seed will be seen, you can see in the diagram which is shown into the slide. So, this root or radicle like structure are the first plant part which is appear from a seed. Roots act to the roots act to anchor the plants and absorb water and nutrients for the photosynthesis. These are called true roots, and these true roots are usually divided into two parts or two forms, which is called fibrous or adventitious root and tap root, which is also is having the main root part. Okay. But some plants have a mass of string like fibrous roots like grasses, okay, and other have large main tap root with similar side roots like oak plant and carrot. So, you can see in the diagram how the tap root look like and the fibrous and adventitious roots looks. Okay. But sometimes the roots having some sprout like structure, as you can see in this photograph of the money plant, you can see the stem having some sprouting like structure. So, that is found most of the vines where you can see in the money plant also. Okay. So, these are also known as adventitious root. Okay. And also some plant with having underground stem like structure, like you can see this is the photograph of corn, okay, which is used into the vegetable. Okay. This corn having, which is the underground stem and which is having some thread like structure, which is known as adventitious roots. Okay. Now, in this slide we will discuss the function of root. There are numerous functions shown by the roots. First is the absorption. You can see in the diagram also. The absorption of water and nutrients are one of the primary function of roots. Roots absorb water through a passive physical processes. Water being released from leaves is linked to other water molecules in the part like a chain. As the water is pulled out of the leaf into the atmosphere, the chain pulls new water molecules up through the stem and into the roots. The second one is the anchorage. You can also see the diagram how the anchorage process will be shown into the plants. So, roots also act to anchor the plants in the soil or on rock. Thus, roots act as a major supportive organ for all other organs. So, as you can see in the diagram, the one plant has to be fall down into the soil because of some differences on the structure of rooting depth of the plant, and also some soil type is also responsible for the anchoring the plant, but mostly the roots have support to anchor the plant to keep straight in the soil. Okay. Now, the other function is the conduit or conduction. So, the roots are serve as the initial pipeline for water that is needed in the plants. So, it seems function like a stem and leaves. Okay. The major food part, or you can say that the major nutrient with the energy molecule, that is called sugar. Okay. That sugar is are transported also with the roots to the downwards of the plant or actively growing portion of the roots. Okay. So, which is very helpful for the growth of root. Okay. Now the other function is the respiration. In the respiration you can see some swamp and flooded plants. Some swamps and flooded plants, I will show you that in the diagram. You can see this is the mangrove plant, okay, which produces such kind of roots that is known as a knees that grow up and out of the water or any marshy places, okay, as you can see in the diagram, and it allowing the roots to exchange gases in the oxygen free environment. Okay. So the many mangrove plants, and there is another plant which is called barred cypress, you can see in the diagram also, that is the barred cypress plant. So here you can also see the roots come out from the soil or muddy area and it exchanges the gases for the respiration purpose. Okay. Now the other important function of the roots as a storage. Okay. So in the storage you can see in the diagram also there are several plants having roots which store quality or which store the quantity of sugar and water and some toxic chemical, okay, like leaves and stems. But some roots are quite large and very fleshy to storage this kind of storage material. Okay. Now you can see in the turnip, you can see that is very flashy structure of the roots, and also carrot and the sweet potato. So this is the storage roots. Okay. Now we will see the another function which is called support. Okay. So what happens, the roots are also modified as a supportive system of the plants. So I will show in the diagram also. Now see, this is the specialized adventitious roots called prop and stilt, and in some cases it is known as a buttress root, okay, that can be found on tropical trees basically that experience frequently flooding. When they are exposed to the continuous flooding, so they can improve their roots like that. Okay. So mostly mangrove plants and also the banyan tree, yeah, very good example of prop roots and stilt root, that is the banyan tree. So you can see in the diagram, this is the banyan tree. So that helps to the support the heaviest branches of the plant. Okay. Now the another another function is that photosynthesis. So as we know that the roots are the underground part of the plant, so that means it is also colorless, and as we also know that the green leaf area having the function of photosynthesis, but some exceptional are present. Some plants like orchid, you can see in the diagram, orchid having root which is called aerial root in green color. Okay. So it helps to the photosynthesis process. So these are the rare condition, but it is having this kind of function. So as we know that these are the several important functions shown by the roots, and there are several modification of the roots according to their nature and their function. So I hope all students can be easily understand what are the roots and what are the morphology of the roots, and thank you so much. I hope everybody can understand properly. So we will meet again with the another topic with the part 2 with where we will discuss about the morphology of stem. So for now, thank you so much. Again we will, bye bye, see you, sabah khair.